Hi guys, Miss Marci here, bringing you another episode of Online Storytime with the Bedford Public Library. Today, we are going to be reading The Rainbow Fish by Marcus Pfister. Now, Marcus lives in Switzerland, so we at the Bedford Library are about over here, and the author of this book lives all the way over here in Switzerland. Now, this book was originally written in German, but has since been translated into over 60 languages so that children all over the world can enjoy it. It's one of my favorites, and I can't wait to share it with you. And stick around afterwards, and I will be teaching you how to make your very own rainbow fish. Here we go.
The Rainbow Fish by Marcus Pfister. A long way out in the deep blue sea, there lived a fish. Not just an ordinary fish, but the most beautiful fish in the entire ocean. His scales were every shade of blue and green and purple, with sparkling silver scales among them. The other fish were amazed at his beauty. They called him Rainbow Fish. "Come on, Rainbow Fish," they would call. "Come and play with us." But the Rainbow Fish would just glide past, proud and silent, letting his scales shimmer. One day, a little blue fish followed after him. "Rainbow Fish," he called, "wait for me. Please give me one of your shiny scales. They are so wonderful, and you have so many." "You want me to give you one of my special scales? Who do you think you are?" cried the Rainbow Fish. "Get away from me." Shocked, the little blue fish swam away. He was so upset, he told all his friends what had happened. From then on, no one would have anything to do with the Rainbow Fish. They turned away when he swam by. What good were the dazzling, shimmering scales with no one to admire them? Now he was the loneliest fish in the entire ocean. One day, he poured out his troubles to the starfish. "I really am beautiful. Why doesn't anybody like me?" "I can't answer that for you," said the starfish. "But if you go beyond the coral reef to a deep cave, you will find the wise octopus. Maybe she can help you." The Rainbow Fish found the cave. It was very dark inside, and he couldn't see anything. Then suddenly, two eyes caught him in their glare, and the octopus emerged from the darkness. "Can you find the octopus hiding in the cave?" "I have been waiting for you," said the octopus with a deep voice. "The waves have told me your story. This is my advice. Give a glittering scale to each of the other fish. You will no longer be the most beautiful fish in the sea, but you will discover how to be happy." "I can't," the Rainbow Fish started to say, but the octopus had already disappeared into a dark cloud of ink. "Give away my scales? My beautiful shining scales? Never! How could I ever be happy without them?" "What do you think he's gonna do? Do you think he's gonna give away one of his scales? His shimmery, shiny scales?" Suddenly, he felt the light touch of a fin. The little blue fish was back. "Rainbow Fish, please don't be angry. I just want one little scale." The Rainbow Fish wavered. Only one very, very small shimmery scale, he thought. Well, maybe I wouldn't miss just one. Carefully, the rainbow fish pulled out the smallest scale and gave it to the little fish. Thank you very much. The little blue fish bubbled playfully as he tucked the shiny scale in among his blue ones. A rather peculiar feeling came over the rainbow fish. For a long time, he watched the little blue fish swim back and forth with his new scale glittering in the water. The little blue fish whizzed through the ocean with his scale flashing, so it didn't take long before the rainbow fish was surrounded by the other fish. Everyone wanted a glittering scale. The rainbow fish shared his scales left and right, and the more he gave away, the more delighted he became. When the water around him filled with glimmering scales, he at last felt at home among the other fish. Finally, the rainbow fish had only one shining scale left. His most prized possessions had been given away, yet he was very happy. Come on, rainbow fish, they called. Come and play with us. Here I come, said the rainbow fish, and happy as a splash, he swam off to join his friends. The end.
Now it's time to make our rainbow fish. What's great about this is that it works with just about anything you can find around the house. I'm going to be using a paper plate, some colored paper, and for the shiny scales, I'm going to use some aluminum foil. You can also use tissue paper or wrapping paper, or make the glittery scales with glitter and glue. I'm going to be using the washable glue. You can also use a glue stick. It's really just what works best for you. So to begin, we have our circle plate. What we're going to do is cut out a triangle to make a fish mouth. So now this triangle will become our little fish tail. Now if you want, what I'm going to do is cut around the extra edge here so that my fish will lay nice and flat. But it's up to you, whatever you prefer. Now that we have our fish shape, it's time to cut out some pretty scales using our colored paper and the aluminum foil. Now that we have our fish scales all cut out, all we just have to do is just glue them on however we like. And then I will just glue on his scales wherever I think they look best. Now, depending on the material you're using for your plates and your scales, regular Elmer's glue may not be strong enough. You might have to use tape or very carefully a hot glue gun. And there you have it, your very own rainbow fish.